Russians always knock 3 times.
I think it's just a superstition.
Down to Gonky Park, listening to the winds of change.
Whoa. Hey guys.
Wait a minute, what the hell is going on down there?
Oh, whoa.
We gotta get up now, guys.
Let's get out.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to Night News. Before we start, please like the video for more excellent content.
Houston, do you read?
War has broken out below.
What do you suggest we do now?
Did you ever think?
And we were told to take the ISS.
By any means necessary.
If we got orders from our government to take control, the Russians got the same orders as us. And they just struck first.
Struck first.
I.S.S. Former Marine turned NASA astronaut Kira Foster arrives at the International Space Station, ISS, and is met by her colleagues, American astronauts Christian Campbell and Commander Gordon Barrett, Russian cosmonaut Veronika Vetrov, and the Pilou brothers, Nikolai and Alexei. Despite their disparate languages and cultural backgrounds, the Russians and Americans get along well enough for Gordon and Veronika to start dating. One of Kira's co-workers explains the overview effect to her when she first views Earth from the space station. Later, while working, she sees many massive nuclear explosions wreaking havoc over the United States. Gordon receives a message from the US government after the station's communications are cut off, informing him that the Russian military has launched a nuclear assault against the US and directing him to seize control of the International Space Station by any means necessary. He discusses the message with Christian and Kira, who think their leadership gave the Russians a similar order. They also learn that because of the station's very low orbit and the absence of assistance within a day, it is in danger of colliding with the Earth's surface. When the Americans receive their mission, Nikolai tells the team that Gordon needs to put on an EVA space suit in order to deploy an antenna outside the station. While outdoors, Gordon witnesses the US in ruins and on fire, while he stays in touch with Kira via comms. Kira receives an order from him to keep the employees away from the windows. Alexei is tasked with cutting a wire during the operation to disrupt Gordon's link to his fellow Americans inside the station and replacing it with a fake cable in order to hide his sabotage. Nikolai seems to knock Gordon off, using the arm of the station to do so covertly without Alexei and Veronika seeing. Veronika, enraged and disgusted with her pals for killing an innocent man, approaches Kira with a plan to trade her Russian key for Kira's American key. The Russian key was the sole means of opening the locker that housed Alexei's research. Veronika claims that whatever country seizes command of the space station will be able to decide who lives and dies in a nuclear war, as well as if Alexei's study can heal radiation sickness. Kira receives orders to gather the research, board a Soyuz spacecraft, and head back to Earth, leaving the other crew members to wait for potential help. But Veronika thinks Kira is the one person she can rely on. Veronika makes threats to blow up the station in an attempt to draw attention away from Nikolai and Alexei. Following Christian's denial that Node Zero exists, Kira goes through the Russian lockers and charges Veronika of deceiving her. While Kira looks for their Russian colleagues, Christian murders Veronika by striking her in the back of the head with a pressurized tank. After Veronika goes to bed, Nicholas pleads with Alexei to help him murder the Americans. Nikolai takes a screwdriver and attempts to do the work by himself after Alexei rejects it. While Kira and Christian hide in a storage closet, Alexei finds Gordon still alive, hanging from the edge of the International Space Station. He uses his arm to escort Kira back into the station after helping her escape Nikolai. When Gordon returns, he finds out that Veronika has passed away. He grabs Nikolai and attacks him with a drill while the others try to stop them. Gordon hands Nikolai the drill, and he stabs him with it. Gordon then removes Nikolai's screwdriver and kills him with another stab. After the incident, Node Zero is written over a Japanese name above a door, suggesting Veronika was not lying after all. Kira then tries to view Christian in his sleep pod. There, she finds the Russian research and a Soyuz suit, indicating that Christian was attempting to reach Earth on his own. Meanwhile, Christian quietly tampers with the station's life support system and attempts to cast Kira under suspicion by informing Alexei about Veronika's plot to have Kira pilfer Alexei's research and depart. Then Christian tries to hurt Kira and Alexei, but they rebuff him and strangle him with the strap of the Soyuz U miniature to death. Christian had given Alexei Kira as a welcoming present, and during the fight, Kira stabbed Alexei in the hand. Kira and Alexei restore the life support system, and ultimately, the communication system returns online, allowing the station to stabilize. Communications from both nations now arrive, asking to confirm that the astronauts have completed their respective missions and are prepared to take over the station. Rather than responding to or obeying government orders, they board a Soyuz spacecraft carrying Alexei's research and plummet violently down to Earth. Kira answers Alexei's query regarding where they're going with an "I don't know." On review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, 62% of the 143 critic reviews had a favorable rating, averaging 6.1 out of 10. Elevated by an appealing cast, ISS rings effective, albeit familiar, thrills out of character-driven drama in a claustrophobic setting, reads the website's judgment. The weighted average website Metacritic rated the film 53 out of 100, signifying mixed or average reviews based on the opinions of 31 reviewers. An audience poll conducted by CinemaScore awarded the film an average grade of C on an A+ to F scale, while a survey conducted by PostTrack gave it an overall positive score of 49%, with 27% of respondents saying they would definitely recommend it. I appreciate you watching Night News. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.